How are you? Does your foot hurt?
Yeah. Hey, just not being able to do anything. Does Grandma make everything better?
Okay, y'all. Today's vlog is going to be drastically different than a normal vlog. Yes, my hair's up. I'm sorry, I just washed my hair. We're gonna be taking Luke to the doctor to get his foot x-rayed. First thing this morning, he goes out of his room in the mornings and he'll go into the girls' room and just kind of play with them for a little bit. And Lauren picked him up and he stuck his hand straight up in the air and he slid down, and I don't know if he broke his toe or what. It's swollen and he won't put any weight on it. He hasn't stepped on his foot since. And it's only been a couple of hours because he got into bed with me. He was just crying and fussy. And as we said, his toenails are doing really bad because of the hand, foot, and mouth. So his toenails look bad. And I thought his toenail was just hurting him because it was, I mean, it's torn up. See how bad his toenail's looking? So I thought when he fell, he might have just bumped that. But I don't think that's the case now. The whole bottom of his foot is swollen up. And I'll have Matthew insert the picture here of how bad it's swollen. He won't walk on it. He won't let us touch it. So I'm assuming either it's sprained or something's fractured or something is going on with his toe. He's fine if he's not on it. He's not fussing about it right now, but when I carried him up here, he started screaming, thinking I was going to put him on the ground. So he won't put any weight on it at all. And when he's crawling, he's holding his leg, you know, he's holding it up like it's injured. Well, he's wiggling the toe a little bit. I don't know. I broke my foot a couple of years back, and I broke my toe a couple of years back. And when I did that, I was able to move it a little bit, so I don't know. When he's moving it, he's grimacing a little bit. Now Lauren's worried that it's her fault, and come here, kiddo. It is not your fault.
I guess it's not my fault. If, like, I picked him up to go take him to the den because he was talking to Olivia and stuff, so I was gonna go take him to the den and, like, just be with him. And then he decided to lift his arm straight up. I didn't have that well of a grip on him, but I wasn't gonna drop him. I was fixing to put him down and then do it. So he lifted his arms up and
he just slid out.
Like he slid out, and then I don't know if I might have actually had a tiny crack.
Well, it could have popped his toe too. I mean, we don't know what happened. Let's just say we're not going to speculate at all about what's going on. We don't know. We are going to have to take him to the pediatrician. We have an appointment at 2. It's 11:50 now. Potty training is going to have to go on hold because he won't sit. I don't want to cause him undue stress related to potty training.
Would it be better for it to be a broken bone or a dislocation?
It's not dislocated, sweetie.
What does dislocated mean?
The toe would have to be in a funny position. If you dislocate your wrist, it's if your wrist came out and was like popped up and over here or something. It's not in joint. But
it would be really creepy. I keep on just trying to tell myself it's not your fault. He's just a turd.
Slogan for the day. It's not your fault. He's just a turd. What is it, honey? Can you walk? Do you think you can stand on it? I just want to see if he'll put weight on it. Okay, don't stand up, okay? Scoot back. See, his foot, that's the hurt one. But look at this kitty. See, hi.
Atlas, how would you feel if you broke your foot?
He's like, don't bother me. I'm sleeping. Do you think we can put on shoes? Okay. I don't know what to do about shoes and socks and all that going. I'm not obviously going to put a shoe on it, but I'd like to put a sock on it because it is kind of chilly out. I don't know what to do. We are on the way. Luke only has one sock on. We didn't even bother with shoes because he can't stand. Now, we can't decide if it's broken or if it's just sprained or something. We don't know what's going on with it. He won't walk at all. But if you squeeze it gently, sometimes he doesn't notice. I don't know. We don't know what's going on with him, but I'd rather get him x-rayed and checked out really good and make sure he's okay. I am so thankful to my mom because she's going to keep the girls for us while we are at the doctor's office, so we're not exposing them to all the pediatrician germ stuff, you know, because if we have an opportunity to get sick, what happens?
Oh, we take that opportunity and we run with it.
We just dropped the girls off, so we have an empty car except for Lukey Lou. He is definitely not wild about leaving his sister somewhere. He hates that because he's never without them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for him to just be by himself.
Yeah. Lauren is feeling terrible about what happened, even though it's completely 100% not her fault. And I mean, she picks him up all the time, and we don't even discourage her. She's fine to pick him up. But this one instance, he just decided to be a little turkey and stick his arm straight up in the air, and he just slid out of her because she was in the act of picking him up. So she had her hands in his armpits, and when he stuck his hand straight up, I mean, you can't recover from that. I feel so bad for him. He's so upset. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just missed the door.
I'm sorry. No, you didn't miss the door. You hit the door.
The hole. How about that?
We're back in a room now. Luke, how are you? Does your foot hurt?
Yeah.
Can you wiggle your toes? He's wiggling his toes. I don't think it's broken. I think we're probably here unnecessarily, but what do you do when he won't walk? Can you stand on it? Mm-hmm. You want to try? Stand on it for a second. See, I don't know if in his mind it's hurting or if it's actually hurting. We are taking him over to the hospital now to get an x-ray. There is one spot, like a specific spot, that's hurting.
Here's a sandwich. You're not going to feel a thing, okay?
Don't wiggle.
Okay.
No, he's not going to shoot it. It's okay.
Good job.
And now we wait. So we couldn't get a copy of the images, and they couldn't show us to him because of other patients. So hopefully we should hear back from the radiologist or whoever looks at the x-rays before too much longer, and I hate just not being able to do anything.
Well, Luke got a hold of some stickers. What are you doing? You put them on your face. Yeah. What we've decided to do about the girls for right now is they are with my mom still, and we're going to leave them there until we know what's going on with Luke's foot, because if we're going to have to go and get them casted today or something, I wouldn't want to go pick up the girls and then have to drop them back off, because it upsets Luke every time that we, you know, he doesn't like being separated from his sisters. When we got home, Matthew set him on the couch and he attempted to stand up, and it didn't end well. He was standing with his foot kind of like that up in the air, and he can't put weight on the part of the foot that's hurt. So we're waiting on a phone call. I've got my phone right here, and we're just waiting for it to ring, and hopefully it's not broken. Y'all should know Luke by now. This never happens. Can you tell the people and just say, I'm okay? Okay. That's not very convincing. Maybe he's not okay, I don't know. He's just sad because he wants to get up and move around, but he can't. He's not hurting unless he's standing on it. The doctor said that could be a fracture, because I was thinking, well, if it's a fracture, it would seem like it would just hurt all the time, but he said it's not the case. Where he thinks it is, it's not the case. It would only be a pressure type pain, so I just hope that we don't have to put him in a cast, because having a toddler in a cast for however long he'd be in the cast does not sound like fun. I have a poll question for today. Have you ever broken a bone? If so, leave it down in the comments what you broke. But I'd love to know who broke bones and what did you break, and how was the healing on it. I also wanted to bring up something. I know this has been a Lisa talking vlog today, but it's just, I'm the only one that's been here. I only have Luke with me, who's not exactly being entertaining. This is something that I meant to say for like 3 or 4 days straight now, and we've just been so crazy that I just keep forgetting. We want to do a Q&A, so leave any questions that you have for us down below, and we'll try to answer as many of them as possible. And If it's something we won't discuss in the Q&A or something, we'll just answer it down below or send you a message or whatever. But feel free to ask us whatever. We'll answer what we can. We are on the way to go pick up the girls. We're loading Lukey up.
We didn't want to risk Luke remembering that we said he could see Grandma sometime afterwards if just I went and got the girls. So we're going to all head over there now and spend a little time with her and then figure out something for dinner.
I just wanted to say this before we went in there, because Lauren's probably going to be upset. His foot is broken, so yeah, tomorrow he's going to have to go get a cast. So Lauren's probably going to be kind of sad about this, so we'll see how she takes it. It's not her fault, but...
Luke, does Grandma make everything better?
Yeah, okay.
Olivia, what's going on with your pants? Whose pants are those?
I know, don't put on it. I was in a brush.
Yeah, okay. Back in Rite Aid. Don't have any Tylenol or ibuprofen for the kids, at least not a whole lot. And I think Luke's going to be needing a good bit for the next day or two. Wish they had a bigger bottle of the Tylenol, though. Even with a broken foot, Luke still wanted to try and get on the potty. It was a little bit of an adventure getting his pull-ups off, but he's going. He's doing good.
I was gonna film a haul on everything I got in these 2 bags this morning. That totally went out the window. So I'll show y'all at some point. I don't know when. But right now, we're gonna let him pick something. Because he just poo-pooed in the potty, so you get to pick out of the poo-poo bag. Figure out what you want. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how he's playing right now. In Matthew's lap. And we're watching a video about some kid getting a cast put on because, yeah.
So we never completely explained what we heard back from the doctor when they called. Our local pediatrician is going to have to call the nearest pediatric orthopedist to take a look at it because apparently there's no one here in our hometown that actually does that. Hopefully they'll be able to get us an appointment tomorrow and we'll have to take him over to Columbia, which is another big city nearby. And I guess they'll put a cast on there. We don't actually know because it's another office that's going to be actually doing the assessment and all that. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different today, but if you did, let's give Luke a thumbs up for toughing it out through something that really hurt. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to click that button. Guys, thanks for joining us today. Good night.
I'm so thankful to my mom because he's going to keep the girls for us.
Really?